Hi, in this video, we will see an introduction about OpenStat. OpenStat is an application programming interface (API) integrated with StatPro, which enable the users to automate, customize, and link any third-party application with StatPro. So once you go to Help menu, we have a OpenStat documentation available here. So using this, we can connect StatPro and the third-party application like Excel, Word, and AutoCAD, etc. So uh, uh, all the syntax which is to be used in writing OpenStat macro or OpenStat programs are available in this documentation. There are few steps which is to be followed for writing the OpenStat program in Excel VBA. So the first step is launching the OpenStat. So this is the syntax for launching the OpenStat. So this is common. This is same for all the macros. Any macros which we are developing, this will be the same. And the first, this will be our macro name. Here in this case, I have just mentioned the name as create underscore node. So this is the function, and then once after the function is over, there is n sub. So sub, and then the name of the macro will be available here, and the and then we are initializing the OpenStat. And the second step is to declare the input and output variable. So all the input output variable will be defined here. So the data types, whether it is an integer or number, that also defined here. And the third step is giving the proper value to the variables. So each variable will be linked to the different cells in Excel. So that is what in the third steps. And the fourth step is to write the OpenStat function. So this is most critical, and the first parameter here is the object name. So in our case, our object name is obj OpenStat. That is the object name. Then the second one is the module name. So in our case, the module name is geometry, and the third one is OpenStat function. So here we are creating the node. So the OpenStat function is create node. The corresponding module name is geometry, and the object name is obj OpenStat. And these are all the parameters which is required in the syntax. And finally, once the program is executed, then we will be quitting the OpenStat by writing this command. So this is the basic steps which is involved in writing a OpenStat macro. So we will see how to create a node using a Excel VBA program. So here in the Excel sheet, I am giving the node number and XY set coordinates here. So to write the macros, we need to have this developer tab on. If it is not visible, you can go to the file, then options, and then the customize ribbon area, you can switch on this developer tab icon. So once that is done, you can see the developer tab here, and in this uh, go to this view code. Then this area, the where you are writing the program is will be visible here. And I already written the programs here. So let's start this from the beginning. So I'll remove this module also, and I will start from the beginning. So insert module. So the module will be created, and we need to give a name for our macro. So I'm just giving a name, create node bracket. Once you click enter, then this will come automatically. Then whatever next we are going to write in between this area. So let's go to this documentation, OpenStrat documentation, and let's initialize or let's the first step, the launching the OpenStrat program. The comments we need to write those comments. So we can just copy paste that comments from anywhere else, any of this area, any of these comments here. So this is the command here: set obj OpenStrat is equal to get object comma stat pro OpenStrat. So this is our the command for initializing the OpenStrat. So let's copy it, and then okay, one more is there. We need to get take this defining obj OpenStrat also. So let's copy that right in this area. So our object name is obj OpenStrat, and we are defining the obj OpenStrat initially, and then the second step is to get the application in the object, get the application object. So this is the syntax. So after this we need to define our variables. Again, let's go back to the documentation. So the node creation that comes under the geometry module, and you can see the various commands available here. So, I will go to this create node, and the syntax, VBA syntax is available here. So you can see the parameters here. So these are all the parameters which is required for creating the geometry. So this is the variable name, n node number id to be assigned to the newly created node, and coordinate in x, coordinate y, coordinate z. So these are all the variables for us. So even we can copy this syntax as it is, and let's paste here. Then we can modify accordingly. So here we need to make slight modification. So let's define the variables first. So I'll delete this. So coordinate x, coordinate y, coordinate z, those variables are defined, and we can define our node numbers also. So in this case, node number, they are given a particular number. So let's give a variable name for the node number also. Okay, now we need to give the values for these variables. So for that, in our Excel, we already defined the node number here, and then the values, the x coordinate, y coordinate, and z coordinate. So these values we need to give these values to the variables. So what we can do, coordinate x variable is equal to cells 3, 2. Now all the variables, we defined the values from the Excel. Now this is the syntax. So So this is a syntax for creating a node. So this object name, our object name is obj OpenStat. So let's copy it and paste it here. And as I mentioned earlier, the second step is to give the module name. So our module name is this module comes, this create node command comes under the module geometry. So this geometry module name we have to write here, dot create node, then the parameters. So the parameters are x coordinate, y coordinate, z coordinate, and here we have the node number. So instead of this number 10, we can give node number. So we initialize, we launch OpenStat, then we define the parameters, data types declared, and then values provided to the variables, and then the syntax is written to create the node. And finally we can write this command to get the OpenStat. So let's run and see what will happen in the stat. So this is for run the program. Now let's go back to the stat and see the node is created here. So similarly we can, if you want to create one more node here, say 2, so x coordinate 10, and then go to the macro and then run it. So you can see the second node also created here, first node and second node. In this case we can create some command button or something, like insert command button, and then you can link that macro to the command. So once you click on this button, it will run in the background and the third node is created here. So this is a simple macro which is written to create the nodes in StatPro using Excel VBA. Thank you.